Hey guys, this video will be a little bit different and I'm going to explain you why I like to invest in companies like NIO because they have a clear path to 10x on my investment. So if you are ready for a ride, please hit the like button and enjoy the journey. So many commenters on my channel are asking, what do you do with NIO stock now that it has gained traction? So I would like to share my investment philosophy and speak about 3 cases. Number 1, you are invested in NIO, should you take profits now? Number 2, you are invested, but you want to buy more. Isn't it too expensive already? Number 3, you are not invested yet. Is it too late? NIO has just been on the verge to bankruptcy, so the stock was beaten down, and this is where I have invested. You can see from that I'm taking big risks for my investments. The first few dollars I invest in a company, I'm usually prepared to go to zero. I am no Warren Buffett, who is a so-called value investor, and I do believe the times of value investing are over. He has yet not invested a single dollar into the stock market after the crash. I instead have liquidated all of my ETF and robo-advisor investments, which had a lousy return. Guess what? Today my portfolio is up 290% on my capital invested. Did I make a perfect entry when I jumped right into the markets the moment it crashed? No, I started too early and it's impossible to time the markets. We are in time of disrupting innovation. Some value stocks may appear cheap because they got beaten down during the crisis, but maybe they are cheap for a reason. Instead, I see a shift to a new generation of growth stocks in the area of electric mobility, of artificial intelligence, of biotech, and other tech-enabled companies that often have a big exposure to what is happening in China. I'm talking about startups and growth stocks which traditional bank analysts don't understand because they are using backward-looking data. With companies like Tesla or NIO, you need to be able to understand where the markets and the company could be in 5 to 10 years' time. And you need a clear path of how the company will get there. You need to understand the company, its business model and its products. You cannot just jump on each company you see out there. Let's take NIO for example. NIO just signed a funding deal with Hefei Anhui local government. This article that I found in Chinese outlines the plans of the funding deal. Today NIO makes $2 billion of sales annually. By 2025, NIO is expected to make 20 billion of revenues according to these deals. This equals selling 500,000 cars a year, the same that Tesla did in 2019. It requires NIO to scale from just 2 car models to 8 car models till 2025. A good measure to make a quick valuation of a company is its price to sales ratio, meaning what is its revenue compared to its market cap. For instance, Tesla will roughly make 36 billion revenues this year and trades at a market cap of around 260 billion. So it is trading at 7 times its sales of today. Is this higher than the price sales ratio of Volkswagen? Yes. But Volkswagen is also not growing its revenue rapidly. They are not a leader of the EV revolution, and they are certainly not the first of launching a fleet of robotaxis. You see where I'm going? Value stocks are cheap for a reason. Now look at NIO. This year they should be making 2 billion revenues and their stock is trading at nearly $16 billion of market cap today. So that is a price sales ratio of 8. This is more expensive than Tesla as of today. However, NIO is in its beginning and they will potentially double their sales next year to more than $4 billion. So the market is anticipating this extreme growth. With next year's revenues and similar price to sales to Tesla, they should be worth 28 billion by 2021. Now I would be more conservative for NIO's multiple as they are certainly not as disruptive as Tesla is. Let's halve it and put it at 3.5. So with 20 billion revenues at 3.5 multiple, their stock should be trading at 70 billion market cap in some years. Now that would already be 5x the price of today. And as I have invested in NIO when their market cap was at $3 billion, I would get a return of more than 20x. Now let's not get too hyped up here and let's think about that NIO has a long way to go. It is nowhere certain that NIO can execute on a plan to sell 500,000 cars by 2025. Hell, they may even fail as a company. What I want to give you with this example is a long-term goal to aim at. Yes, NIO is priced quite juicy today. Is it a bargain? No, certainly not. It was a bargain when I invested. But would you have invested on the verge of bankruptcy? Possibly not. Also, my investments have not been without making mistakes. Take Luckin Coffee. I have invested in their stock despite knowing about their unprofitability and short seller reports. I knew about the risk. However, another advice that I can give you from my experience is that you never go all in with your first tranche of investment. When Luckin dropped 80%, I had cash prepared on the sidelines in order to buy Luckin shares at a cheap. When Luckin bounced, I sold off most of my Luckin shares, turning it into an actual profit and exiting the position entirely when it got delisted. The truth is, I was lucky to recover on this trade, but the bottom line here is that you never go all in with your first trade. Instead, invest it over time. If NIO should ever reach a 70 billion market cap, does it matter if you bought at 5, at 10 or at 14 US dollars? Not so much. Holding the stock until it reaches 70 billion in market cap will be the much harder challenge. In all transparency, I have sold my NIO shares in January when NIO almost collapsed. This move has cost me money because I only found back the confidence to trade back in NIO when the stock already went higher. So what could go wrong? Well, plenty could go wrong. Maybe fierce competition is coming. Maybe NIO faces financial struggles in the future again. Maybe tomorrow Trump goes berserk in the White House and cuts all ties with China. So make your risk assessment. What return do you want to see in 5 years' time? How much money can you afford to lose in this bet? I cannot give you the answers. I can only tell you what I'm doing with my money. So thanks for following. So what do you think about my investment strategy? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think it's too risky? What is your personal preference? Let me know down in the comments. I'm reading all of your comments and thank you so much again for watching. Please smash the like button and follow our channel and subscribe. Hit the bell button that whenever we post a new video, you will get a notification. And then see you soon with more news on NIO, on Luckin, and on other Chinese stocks or companies that have a big exposure to China. Thank you for watching and see you next time.